Peace and blessings, family. It's your boy DJ 912. I'm checking back in with y'all. Uh, this is what I'm gonna do today. I'm gonna show y'all how to get good levels on your mixes, even if you're on a laptop and just headphones. I'm gonna go over three basic steps that I use to get my volumes to that level. Um, First thing I do is I take the Fruity Limiter off. Most of the time, I don't even make it with beats on there. That step alone increased my overall volume level at the end. Um, for a while, that humming noise y'all hear is a plug-in that I'm using as Isotope Vinyl. Get that buzz sound. I'll cut it off right now. But just deleting the Fruity Limiter off increased my sound, my overall sound dramatically. Um, all the limiter does is squashes it. So we're gonna find the limiter. If I play the beat now, you see my kicks are the only thing that's up. The rest of it is kind of down. So what a limiter does is it squash it to everything that you've seen up. I wish I could have froze that. I don't know how to freeze it. Everything that you see up, it'll bring everything to a. Oh damn. All right, so we're gonna pause it right here. All right, all these sounds down here squashed into one room. Then my kicks are the only things that's peaking. So if I wanted to add gain, you said it would increase it. But for some reason, I don't know why, and I ain't ever understand how to use it. I use something different. Is it really squashes this limiter really squashes the sound. I've seen other people use it. I don't know how, so I'm not gonna show you how. But uh number one step that I always do is I turn everything down to zero. Bring all my volumes down to zero. So hold control, start at the first one, hold control, drag it all the way across, and then just move your levels. It'll bring it down. Um So I go to the main instrument first. And the reason why I picked the main instrument first is the instrument that I feel like will bring the sound out. So, or the sound that I'm going for in the song. So go to channel one. And on this sound, I have some halftime gross beat and fruity reverb too, as you can see. Then I just start walking across. I left channel two empty. Then I just start walking across to my next instrument, which will be the clap. I'm gonna tell y'all a trick. I've been seeing a lot of people. It's another tip that I got a while back. It's tip number two. A lot of people I see, they always want to get their snares to pop hard or their kicks to pop hard. I see them push them all the way up like this. What what we don't understand about mixing is when I first started, I never understood it. Is it might sound good in the mix, but you see where it's hitting it. Now that is louder, true enough. So you defeated the purpose, but I mean you got to the point where you wanted to go. But you see how high your channel is right here. You didn't come near peaking it out. So it also affects your master channel, which raises it a lot higher. When you go into your mastering stage, whenever it hits that limiter or that compressor, whatever they're using on that master channel, it will squash the whole entire sound back down. So you'll get digital distortion. So it's good to mix on some type of studio monitors. The studio monitors that I have are the Yamaha HS50s. Um, they're great, best sounding ones I've heard. I heard a lot of people talk about the KRKs. I just don't like them. I think they overcompensate for the bass for me. So here we go. But I'm gonna go back into the channel. I like to bring mine down there. just for a normal level. Excuse me. Bring my second snare up to the same spot. Go back into my mixer window. I'm gonna still break it down some because what I'm gonna do for those people that don't have plugins or have any purchase plugins, um, I use the compressor. No, not this one, not the Neutron compressor. Um, as you can see, that was the demo. That ain't the one I wanted to use. Fruity, if I can find it. Delay, reverb. There you go. That name. Fruity compressor. Now it has a setting in here that you can do for a quick mix. I'm not telling you that this is gonna be the greatest way to do it. Compressor, go for the drums. It's gonna boost the sound. It don't sound like much right now. I kind of like my snares to pop a little bit. Now it's just with one. That's just an overall general quick mix. Um, we go to the second channel. I'm gonna bring it up about to the same level, and I'm gonna put the exact same thing on here. There's a different way to do this where you don't have to keep using each preset on every individual channel. Just send it to a send. I'll come back later and discuss that. But for now, quick mixing purposes. Also, if you have a if you don't have as much RAM, putting each individual effect on every channel will bog your RAM speed down, and that's why you have a lot of people coming out with these new upgrades. But just keep in mind, the more effects you put on each individual channel will bog your RAM speed down. The program already pulls pretty hard. All right, it's kind of a cool level to me. Um, so let's go back to channel one. I like using the Fruity Parametric EQ2. I'm gonna solo this sound. This is one of my first learning exercises that I learned and understanding different frequencies. So you go from low to high. Um, so you're going from low to high. So this is the sub range. Everything from 50 down is a sub range, or sometimes even 100. But if you want to start cleaning up your sounds, you want to make them more crisp. Rolling off the bottom end and rolling off the top end on certain sounds will help that. It also give you room in your mix so your sounds will sit in better, and you'll see that as I go along. I don't think I'm gonna do it on this one, but I just wanted to show that to you. When I get to another sound, uh, specifically, I know my drums, I'll be doing it on. So my snap is an offset snap. So right where we hearing this gap, I got my snaps, and I'm gonna turn them up so y'all can hear what's going on. Um, two quick ways to get your snaps up. Sometimes you can get them and they be normalized. Boom. Or you can go ahead to this wrench tool, go to this volume, turn your volume up. You can do this to any plugin, piano keys or whatever plugin you're using. Just go to the wrench tool, turn your volume up. Now I added the reverb on there. I don't know why I put halftime on it. Because it's such a short sound, so halftime really is not even creating an effect to it. I don't know why. So yeah, snare. I meant the snap. So I'm gonna ghost this note. I want it to be kind of in the background. I don't want it to be uh dominant. Let's go over to the next row of the hi hats. Start cranking it up. Now the reason why I did that to my hi hat is to give an overall different effect to the song. I have halftime on, as you can see, with Fruity Reverb 2 and the Isotope Vinyl. Go to the next sound, bring it up. Another quick mixing tip, I forgot about it. When you when you have your sounds, make sure you start panning your sounds left and right. Gotta think about any artist, rapper, or songstress, somebody singing. Their vocals are gonna pretty much be in mono, unless they add some different effects to it. So leaving the middle open gives them room to do their craft, and it makes it easier for the engineer to polish their vocals to make them sound good. So I always, always, always pan. Sometimes I don't pan hard right or hard left. It just depends on how you feel about that song. It also creates dissonance in some instruments. So if you was to take it, let's go back to the snap. Since I got it already in the background, if I was just taking and panning a little bit, it'll create a totally different effect for the song. I want to say that's why I had it panned in the first place anyway. But let's keep moving. I'm gonna polish that up just a little bit, I think. I don't want this beat. I don't want it to sound real polished, so that's why I'm adding all these effects to it. Just a fruity chorus, something subtle to get it kind of duller, not as short. Let's keep going. Next sound, and every sound in this beat is coming from Xpand 2. This plugin right here, it's pretty dope. It's got a lot of sounds in it, man. It's pretty decent for the price. Bringing in his kick drum. Something real simple. As you can see, I turned the volume up on this one too. It gives your track a little bit more with your drums. Sometimes you need to fill it out some. You trying to see how you make your drums fatter. Just go to pull up that instance. You're gonna see this window first. Go to the wrench tool, crank your volume up. Small minor adjustments make your mix 10 times different, 10 times better. So let's Let's keep going. Make sure you're not peaking on any of your channels. If you start peaking in your channels and these channels, you're gonna start peaking over here. And when you go into mastering, you never want to peak in here because it will start showing in the mastering. You will get digital distortion. Sometimes it's very subtle to the ear, sometimes it's too dramatic, and you have to go mix it anyway. So if you get good levels, you send your song off to get mastered, people not gonna have problems bringing it up. Cause to me, I'll probably get, I don't know. To me, mastering is making a song louder in general for a general idea, general concept. So if you're gonna make your song louder, you don't need to max it out when you're making the beat because mastering is gonna bring it up some. You know, it's gonna bring it to that threshold to where everybody's accepting the record. You know what I'm saying? They're like, it's too low, I can't play it. Oh, it's too loud, it's too distorted, can't play it on my set because people reputations are also involved. So here we go. Let's keep going in. Another trick that I did learn, um, when you putting effects on, I got a fruity disc on. It adds a little distortion to it. I got it dialed back pretty far. Got it dialed back pretty far. But you see how my mix is completely up here. If you wanna add the effect to the drum, we mute it right here so you can hear it without it. Add the effect. You hear the little distortion. If I turn it all the way up, this knob right here, give you more distortion. So you can dial it back. And it takes it kind of off of the drum. Another simple trick to use for your drums to get them to punch harder. Where is it? We're going to go to Sound Goodizer. As you can see, it added the volume that you was looking for. I'm gonna turn it up just a little bit more. You can tell I'm already almost at that threshold. That's why that color is changing. And make sure you hear it in context. So the thing I was telling about rolling off the top end and rolling off the bottom end, we're gonna go to Fruity Parametric EQ2. Let's hear the drums now. You can see where it's punching it. So remember I tell you that sub. Remember you boosting when you EQing too. So you see I'm already peaking right here on this red. Just go back, dial it back some. Go back to my EQ2. Now rolling off the top end, gonna create room for other sounds. See how it muffles it. You don't want muffled drums. I just roll off that a little bit. Rolling off means just taking away. And the reason why I backed off for the sub, because I have a bass line in here. Let's bring it up. And with the sub, I don't want to create clash. I want the sub to actually stick out. Or I want the sub to be, once you be able to feel it without it clashing and it fighting for space and speakers. I DJ as well. So hearing certain songs that ain't mixed right and they fighting for space, it kills speakers so often. That's why people want you to have good general mixes on or a good master on. Let's hear it in context. keep your eye on your master channel. You see I'm in the red. And the thing that's driving me to my red, I know off top is my kick drum. Quick trick. Quick tip, not really a trick. Fruity soft clipping. Now I don't have to worry about it peaking. Let's go back to my sub, pull up my EQ, see if I can create some more room in the track somewhere. Now see when that bass started shifting, I got more up here. So I can roll off all my top end because it might have a little bleed over. And if you don't want it, you can do it. I mean, if you don't think it'll change anything, don't do it. But I'll do it just cause. And rolling off just slipping mean taking out that EQ frequency, or commonly known as subtractive EQ. So going back over, when you start your mix, turn everything down, completely down, go to 0. Then you start adding your sounds in, EQing your sounds individually, but make sure by the end of your mix, you are mixing everything in context. If you're on studio monitors, I see a lot of people maxing it out trying to EQ. To me, when you're maxing your speakers out and you're trying to EQ, it puts you at a disadvantage simply because if everything is turned up from the boards or your mixer standpoint, on your studio monitors, if you got that completely loud, how can you EQ with something screaming in your ear? There's sweet subtleties in each song. Just pay attention to them, and the only way you can bring them out is you turn it down. I'm on my laptop right now, so when I get home, all I'm doing is plugging this up, and I'm gonna bounce it down. I'm listening to it on my studio monitors, and I'm gonna bounce it down. So turn everything down. Turn your volume. I keep my volume at a midpoint. I wish I was home so I can show it to you, but my screen recorder at home is freezing FL Studio, so I don't know why. I guess I'll uninstall it and reinstall it and see what's up. I've been fighting with it for like 2-3 days. But so keep things down. You can mix low and then turn it up loud, and I promise you're gonna get a better mix. Gonna get a better mix. So turn your volumes down. Make sure you're panning your volumes. Panning your volumes. You can't pan volumes. Make sure you pan your sounds to create room in the track for everybody else. Most importantly, don't max out your channels. Do not max out any individual channels that you see that you're mixing on. It's gonna make the track not sound good. I promise you. But at the end of the day, man, it's your boy DJ 912, man. I'm signing out. Those are 3 quick tips on mixing. 3 quick tips on mixing. Turn all your volumes down. Pan and make sure you don't max out your channels. That's all you need. And I'll post this beat later so you can actually hear it. And if I change anything, I'll update y'all and let y'all know. So DJ912 from DJ912beats.com. Check me out, man. 3 quick, easy tips. Salute. Be blessed.